Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Darktable. And in this video we are going to see how to work with colors. So it means how we can select an image and we can use different adjustments to improve the colors on an image with Darktable. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Darktable is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. So complete course to perfectly master Darktable. In the second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software and have basics on this software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. So it means you can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. So let's start with Darktable and how you can improve the colors. First, I will select my image here and I will select this image and I will enter in the edit mode. In the edit mode, you can find different type of categories. We can improve the color with the quick access panels, and we can improve the colors also with the color panels here. If you select the quick access panels, something interesting that you can do is just the color balance RGB. So it's a very simple way to improve the color on your image. You can focus on the vibrance, you can focus on the chroma, and you can focus on the saturation. The saturation is to improve uniformly the different colors. The chroma, it is to improve the colors with the same luminance globally. And the vibrance is to improve the color on elements who don't have the same level of saturation. So concretely, you can work with this precursor. You can, for example, improve the saturation, just like this. You can improve a little bit the chroma and the vibrance. You can work with this precursor, and as you can see, I can improve my saturation a lot on this image. You can also have access to the global brilliance, and you can adjust just like this with a global brilliance. So this is one of the first way to improve a color in a very simple way on all your images. It is a color balance, just like this. Another way I'm going to deactivate this one, it is to another simple way, it is to go in the tone features, not in the tone feature, in the color features, and just to define Velvia just here. So if you activate Velvia here, you can just create the strength, and if you increase the strength to 100, as you can see, you will obtain this render and before and after. You can also, if you want to increase more, you can decrease the mid-tone bias and it will increase the Velvia value, as you can see if you decrease here, or it will spar between the highlights and the shadows. So this is a two simple way to improve directly the color of an image. So now you can find things where it's possible to directly adjust more specifically on your image. And for this, you can find the color zone here. The color zone is pretty interesting. And when you go in the quick access panel, you have also the color equalizer. This element will allow you to work on a specific area. For example, for the color equalizer, you can select the hue, the saturation, or the brightness. You have also some options, but it's not very useful. And the hue will allow you to change the color on a specific range area. You can select, for example, this, pick the hue from image, and thanks to that, you can select an area. If I select, for example, the blue, it will define this area. So it means when you read here, it is the red area. And on the red area, what I can do, if I move this point, I can change the hue on only the red range of pixels on my image. Because the line, the areas that we will impact will be here. And you can do the same thing for the saturation. Double click to reset the parameter. If you go on the saturation, it is the same thing. So it means I can click here and I will increase the saturation only on the red of pixels, just like this, or I will decrease the saturation. Double click to reset, and if I go in the brightness, it is same, but this time you will work on the brightness. So we increase the brightness or decrease the brightness on this red range of pixels. And you can repeat this process. You can click here. And for example, if I select something like maybe on the sky, I will zoom little out. So I will drag and moving here on the sky, and he will define this blue area. So this one is on the blue. And if I move this point, as you can see, I can change the color. Here it is the brightness, but if I put the saturation, it will be the saturation of the blue area. And if I put the hue, it can be to change the color of this area as well. As you can see, it's pretty convenient. And you can do the same type of process if, for example, you go on this type of adjustment. It is same on this type of adjustment. You can find color zone, and you can do the same type of thing with lightness, chroma, and hue. And it is exactly the same way to process. And I'm going to show you with another image. So let's click on this image and let's repeat the same type of process. I will click here first, and on this one I will remove these different corrections, and I will remove this correction as well. So let's select the second image. I will click on this one, and I will define the colors here, and I will select color zone. It is exactly the same principle. You can work on the hue, chroma, and lightness. Before it was the same type of thing, it's just that instead to work with the saturation, it's replaced by chroma, but it is exactly the same principle. If I select hue, you can find the range of color one more time on this area. You can also click to pick also on this area, or you can also define an area with a frame. So it means you can define an area with a frame, just like this, or if you just click here, you can define an area with a cursor. What is the base? The frame, I think you can define the frame, but the frame maybe it's too big, so it's not sometimes extremely convenient. If I go on this area, as you can see, I'm going to select the green area, and he will define just a rectangle just here. If you want to have more precision, you just click here. And let's take a look about the bridge. This bridge have a red range of pixels. So if I click here, it will define this area. And you have the possibility to press Ctrl, left click, and to define a point. And if you press Ctrl left click on the right and Ctrl left click on the left, you can define your interval. And after to define your interval, if I move here, I will change the color of the red range of pixels. And I can make the bridge with, for example, a different color, just like this, like maybe in purple. And if you want to reset the parameter, you can double click on the curves and you will reset. You can do the same thing with the chroma, so it means the saturation. And I can, for example, if I work here, I can press Ctrl left click one point, Ctrl left click a second, Ctrl left click here to define my interval. And now between this point and this point, I can move here and I will reinforce the saturation or decrease the saturation only of the red range of pixel. You can take a look before, after. If I reset the parameter, you can do the same thing with the lightness. So I will press Ctrl left click one point, a second one, and a third one, and you can work with the lightness as well. And you can repeat this process for what you want. So it means I can come back with chroma. I want to adjust, for example, the forest chroma. And for this, I will click here. I will recuperate a color, maybe if I go on this area, maybe on this one. And it will define, as you can see, the line here. So I can press Ctrl left click to define a first point, a second point here, and a third point here. And I create my interval, and I can increase the saturation or decrease the saturation on this specific area. So as you can see, you have a way to improve the color in a general way. And you have also a way to improve the colors in specific area or to change the hue in specific area. And for this, I show you 4 different type adjustment that you can use. You have also other adjustment to do the same type of process, but these adjustments are what we can use the most. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. So I'm going to put also in the first link on the description the complete course Darktable. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models. session of the course what you will be able to learn. We see in details all the Lighttable mode, how to organize the image, import the image, classify the image, work with metadata on the image. And we'll see after all the darkroom mode and all the adjustments are explained step by step. At the end of the course, also different trainings about how you can improve the images. Everything is on the first link on the description. Second link on the description is a website in with this YouTube channel. You can learn software, have basics on this software in this channel. And second link on the description is a summary of all the graphic courses available. For next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.